Hi everybody, it's Kathy here from Kathy Loves to Scrap, and I'm coming to you from down under today with our Christmas in May hop. So here we are on Scrappy YouTube and Instagram with our Christmas layouts for the 25th of the month. This is the one that I've created, and it's a really quick and simple layout where the paper did all the work for me. This is a photo of my family and I last Christmas at the Hunter Valley Gardens and at the entryway. And my husband was in that large one, but he didn't get into the photo quite well, so the second photo just shows where he was in it. I'm using the papers here to do all the work for me. I'm going to slice them and use them by layering. So first of all, I'm going to start by getting together with my frame. As you all know, I like to use a 1-inch frame. I'm gutting the center of this paper, and it's American Crafts cardstock, which I really like and is harder to find in Australia as we go on, which is a shame because it really is quite a good cardstock to use. So as you can see, I've taken 2-3 inches with the green with the gold dots, and I'm putting them at the top and the bottom of this layout. And unfortunately, the paper has got a paper core inside, and sometimes with the blades they catch instead of cutting cleanly, so I'm just cleaning the edges up a little bit. I then took out a 6-inch strip from the middle of that striped paper, and I'm utilising it. I went through my scraps and I cut out some fishtail banners, which I'm going to layer up across the layout, and I want them to go alternatively across and underneath the photo. I found a whole lot of Christmas ephemera, so as I said, this is a really quick and simple layout where all of the papers and the embellishments do the work for me. So I'm layering these scallop edges just to add some interest and cover up the banner edging. I've added in the little phrasing there. That was already pre-printed, so I didn't have to do any work. I've got these ephemera that I'm handing onto the clusters. I've added another little banner to the top there, and this one says, I was there. So it's pointing down to my husband to let everybody know that he really was there in that larger photo. I've typed this one Merry and Bright. I didn't have to do anything. It was already prepared. I've got some foam tape which I'm using to pop up a couple of the elements to add the dimension to the layout. And I'm adding these cute little tree die cuts that came from an ephemera pack from Kaiser Craft, and I'm finally using them. And I've got those in a set of 3 because we know that odds are pleasing to the eye. I've got this little phrase that says Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And as I said, it's my family as we were up at the Hunter Valley Gardens last Christmas. Not the boys, unfortunately, they did not come. They chose to stay at home, and that's a bit of a shame, but that's how it happens, unfortunately. I've just used a date stamper, and I've included the date of the day that we were there. We were very lucky. It had been raining all day, and then it stopped when we went to the gardens, and it started again when we left. So it was great that we were able to get in there. I'm adding in sets of 3 Nuvo dots to each of the clusters, and that's setting up the visual triangle, which allows the eye to roam from top to bottom of the layout and capture everything. But as you can see, regardless of what's happening in the layout, the photos still stand front and center, and that's very important because they are the masters of the page. So I'm adding 3 little dots across the top of this banner, attaching it to the photo so that it's not just sticking there. And that is basically the end of this layout. And as I said, it was a quick, simple one. The paper did all the work for me, but that's another Christmas layout in the Christmas album completed. And thank you. As you can see, the Nuvos tie that cluster there. And they drop down here, and you can see the next lot down in that cluster, carrying over to this final little cluster. And the clusters don't have to be dramatic, they don't have to be big, but they just add that little extra to the layout. So this was my family, very easy. The paper, as you saw, did the work for me. It can do it for you as well. It's a whole lot of fun just finding the right papers that marry together and make your pages come together in minutes. So I hope there's something here that inspires you to get another page in your layouts and your albums, just using a little bit of ephemera, some very creative paper, and layering it up with your photos. So remember, I'm Kathy from Kathy Loves to Scrap, coming to you from Down Under. This is Christmas in May. If you liked something, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already, and thanks to those who have come back. I always try to get back to the comments as soon as I can, so please feel free to leave me a comment. And remember, you can follow me on Instagram, where all my layouts end up, even those without a video. So thank you once again. I hope you liked it, and happy scrapping until next time.